Hey, before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. There are new Mix of Picks episodes every Thursday. Hey, welcome back. So I am trying a new video recording app on my iPhone called Filmic Pro. So if it looks at all funny, it may be the app, it may be me. All right, we've got this regenerating pile of boxes. So believe it or not, we are taking boxes away from this. If you can see, there's a hole in the middle of the stack here. That was a box we actually opened last time. We're gonna go ahead and continue to take multiple boxes off of this pile at a time. So if there's a character that comes out of one of the boxes that I don't review and you'd like me to, please leave me a comment in the comment section below and I'll see what I can do about it. All right, let's get to a couple of boxes. This one and this one. All right, our first package is from Japan. Let's go ahead and check it out. Okay, so the backstory for why I bought this, in short, is I got what I'm pretty sure is a counterfeit MP14 Plus. I didn't realize until after the fact that the photos didn't match to the description. So the description said MP14. The photo showed MP14 Plus in a box. So I didn't really want an MP14 anime style character for my collection, so I went ahead and bought this. So that coupled with my experience with my MP11 Starscream, where I'm not even sure if the second buy I made is actually an official version of MP11. It made me wary of anything that I was buying. So then I made a couple other purchases, 2 more used buys from eBay. One of them, I wasn't sure if that was real either, because when I looked closely at the photos, I noticed that the box seemed to be missing the word Masterpiece underneath Transformers. I admit I might have gone a little crazy with this, but I've bought 3 MP14s, within the last month or so. So, a little paranoid, and I think with reason to be so. Since I got burned on the MP14 Plus anime version that I bought from eBay, let's take a look at something that I think is a really good indication of whether or not this is real. All right, I'm liking what I'm seeing. This holographic sticker right here looks really good. It changes in the light. It actually says Lamborghini on it. It's not just a print on the box, it's an actual label. So if we take a look at Sideswipe, who is also a Lamborghini, you can see that the 2 logos, the 2 stickers, match. So right off the bat, I think I'm in with a good product here. Let's take a spin around the box and just see if there's anything that looks out of place. And these are just things that I did comparatively. It's not that I know this proof positive, but that MP14 Plus didn't have a reflection here for the character and car. So on all of my official products, I've seen a reflection. There was no reflection. This print here, these photos were dark, not light like these are. And this Lamborghini symbol, it was very difficult to make out this little highlight here on the left. If you can see that right there, see, there's a little illustrated highlight as if that's a 3D emblem. That was very difficult to make out on the MP14 Plus. So I think I'm sitting here with a good product. So let's give the box a spin and take a look. All right, that panel's looking pretty good. This panel's looking good. None of the photos are dark. That panel's looking good too. And of course, we've got the metallic Masterpiece here, which is also a good sign. And the metallic print on top, also a good sign. I'm gonna hold off on opening this box because I wanna see how the other purchases shake out. And I want to make a smart decision about which one I'm going to keep. Let's check out the next box. This is from tfsource.com. It's got a little weight to it. I'm excited about what that means. Let's go ahead and open it. All right, a small package and a larger package. And the larger package is what's got weight to it. Let's hold off on that and check out what's in the smaller package first. All right, got a few things in here. First, I've got some new hands. I think these are for Starscream. And these are from KFC, Keith's Fantasy Club. I'm very excited to actually get some hands that might actually work with Starscream and not just fall apart. So that's very cool. Also from KFC, we have this sword, which is going to be for Starsaber. So Starsaber is somewhere in my pile, and it's the upgrade kit for it, apparently. So very cool, very excited to see that. It's got this nice chrome blade, and it's got some, like, I guess there's problems with the joints being too loose or some such thing. So I'll be able to upgrade Starsaber with this kit. And last but not least, this is Spike's Crush. I don't know if they ever became an item, but I don't think they did. But this is Dr. Wu's version of Carly from the G1 animated cartoon. So here's a look at the KFC hands for Starscream. The Starscream hands, the original ones, are just not that useful. They actually fall apart pretty easily, and or they're just not very posable. They had like these 3 fingers molded together or some such thing. But this, the KFC hands have individual articulation for all fingers, which is really cool. So I'm excited to go ahead and give Starscream some good hands, even if the rest of him's not so good. And here's Carly again. Let's go ahead and take a look at her. Is there a trick? Oh, crud. Gee whiz. All right. So nice little case for her. And she comes in her own little plastic. She looks pretty cool. It's fun to get these little extras and have some human characters. So here she is. She is looking quite detailed. Yeah, I mean, she is really nicely sculpted and painted. The only bummer is she's not really an action figure. She's a little statuette. She has no bendable legs. Her arms aren't going to move. She's just going to stand there. So that's kind of a bummer. I thought she would have some articulation. Well, win some, lose some. At least she looks cool, and she can stand there with Spike. And now for the moment we've all been waiting for. It's a Generation Toy product. They went moody with the box photography. Kind of interesting. Not sure why they did that. But let's get rid of the plastic and go ahead and take a closer look. I think this is the second generation toy product I've bought. The first one being Gravity Builder, which is their version of the G2 Devastator in yellow. And I was pretty impressed with that overall. It's a great looking product, and most of the bots are well done. So as a set, it's cool. This is Bulance GT08C. Let's go ahead and take a look inside. Oh, let's give it a spin first. All right, so they're not much to look at, apparently. Got some kind of a light print here, Generation Toy, I guess. I think it says. Otherwise, it's like a slip-on cover, and it's nicely printed. It's got some cool gloss stuff going on, like the Masterpiece toys do. They've got that sheen on top of the photos, which is very cool. And we've got the metallic print. So while it's kind of basic on the sides, it's overall a nice, sleek packaging. They do seem to like to put together good packaging, as my experience with Gravity Builder showed. Oh, there we go. That's what happened on their other Gravity Builder box. They actually did some metallic print on it. Looked like it was going to be a basic cardboard looking box, but nice accent. Oh, they even did it on the underside. And they made this a very nice box. This is almost Apple style. It's so clean. First thing out of the package is the brochure / manual. Nothing else in there but the brochure, apparently. Doesn't feel like there's a collectible card. That's kind of a bummer. Let's check it out. Oh no. Tape got stuck on the front cover. There we go. All right. Nice, glossy, good print job. I was kind of hoping there'd be like a splash illustration in there someplace. But, nice. All right. Really nicely packed. All right, here we go. And the main bot. So the fact that I have First Aid here shows that I've gone beyond my original focus of the Transformers, specifically the Autobots, from the original 3 episodes of the cartoon, More Than Meets the Eye, Part 1, 2, and 3. This thing looked so cool. The detail in it looked so good in these alt modes. And the fact that I'm a sucker for cool accessories was just too cool to pass up. I had already ordered Groove, though I haven't opened him yet. I'm not even sure which box he's in. I ordered him already, and so I decided that I was going to get First Aid as well. The trailer is a really cool extra. I just think it's a really cool bot. I'm hoping that it looks really good in bot mode as well. I wasn't really into Defensor, the combiner that the Protectobots make, but judging by the pictures, once Generation Toys version of Hotspot is available, it looks like it's going to make a pretty cool combiner. As a little background, the Protectobots were in at least 2 episodes of the original cartoon continuity. And here's First Aid from one of those episodes.
I see another skirmish brewing a few blocks ahead, fellas. I'm gonna take a closer look.
That move had Decepticon written all over it.
I'll help Blades.
We can't protect these innocent people and cover First Aid too.
Forget about me. I'm taking Blades to Metroplex for emergency repair. First Aid to Metroplex. Open the outer wall.
Do what you have to, First Aid. I can take it.
Just rest and recharge yourself, Blades. In about a day or so, you'll be fine. Intruders! So that's why the Decepticons are attacking this city. Put it back. Now!
What are you trying to do, First Aid? Talk me into surrendering?
That isn't a bad idea, Swindle.
Neither is this. I heard you were a pacifist.
I don't believe in fighting. I'm a medic, not a warrior.
And you'll die for your beliefs.
All right, let's take a look at this alt mode here. The detail on this is fantastic. I wouldn't want it any other way. I am a detail guy. I want my bots to have a more of a real world aesthetic. So this thing is right on. I actually wish they could have gone a little bit deeper with some of these details. Like there's some plastic in the windows here. It would have been nice if these had been at least a gloss paint to simulate the windows here, if not plastic themselves. But right here, they are painted like a dark, slightly, dark metallic gray. But other than that, I think it's a really clean look. One thing I want to check out is that it looks like it's riding a little low on its wheels in the back. So let's see how it rolls. It rolls, but it feels like it's dragging a little bit. So let's see why that is. Okay, the wheels themselves are loose. Like the front. The front actually has a little bit of rubbing going on here. Yeah, a little bit of rubbing there. I don't know, we'll find out, I guess, after I transform it back from vehicle mode. All right, let's check out the trailer. So the trailer's looking really cool. Same kind of cool apps. You know, you've got the paneling, you've got the details here. You've got the nice metal, you know, cargo rack on top, which is cool. You've got this nice accent here. I really dig that, the fact that they actually went through the trouble of making this bar here. I don't know if it's going to be functional or what, but it adds a nice little accent to the whole thing, and gives it more of like that miniature kind of model feel. It's got a hitch here, it looks like. I hadn't really messed with this yet, but there you go. It can sit like a normal trailer on its little hitch. That's cool. Just really, really neat looking. One of my Constructicons from that Gravity Builder set did break simply by transforming it. Its shoulder joint gave out. So hopefully there's nothing that brittle about this set and or about First Aid here. So let's go ahead and take a look at him in bot mode. Oh yeah, one more thing. Let's see how this rolls. It rolls really nice. All right, no problem there. Bot mode. Okay, one thing that I found when I was transforming him, one of the final finishes is to put the gun in the bot's hand, right? So one thing I found out when I was about to do that, or when I tried to do that, is that this handle seems to be screwed in backwards, because the groove in his hand does not match up with that little tab right there. So it fits okay, but it doesn't actually sit very secure. It doesn't sit 100% securely. It kind of wants to sit cockeyed. You can, when you have it in the hand, you can just feel that it's not really biting and staying in a 90-degree position. So I'm just going to get a little jeweler's screwdriver and unscrew this and flip the handle back around and see if I can't do that. Okay, so I went ahead and reversed the handle. As you can see, the tab is now on the back side, closest to the bot. So let's see how that fits. I tried it in reverse before I changed it out, and it seemed like it's going to work. So let's just look at this. And yeah, there's a little play, but it is sitting more 90 degree in his hand. So that is cool. All right, he looks awesome. I really like this guy. I think there are some things you should take care of, be careful with. There are small panels in different parts of his transformation. This arm one of these two arms was jammed pretty hard up in the socket here. So when the directions said to go ahead and pull it out, it was a little bit nerve-wracking because I wasn't sure if I was going to break this door panel, which is hinged onto his forearm. So be aware of that. Be gentle, you know, with the transformation. You know, try to just take this slow approach to it. It's not all roses. These little hip flaps right here, this one seems a little bit fiddly, a little bit loose. This other one's maybe not so bad, but still, you know, it's got some play in it, so it's a little bit concerning. These tabs at the knees, right here, this little tab goes into the front of the shin, and these panels pop out when you are manipulating the legs, so the leg can come untransformed fairly simply, and that may cause you some trouble when you're trying to pose, so just be aware of that. But overall, I think he looks really awesome, and as Generation Toys' version of First Aid, I think Bulance does a great job. All right, so we're not going to go ahead and look at the transformation of the trailer. I looked at the instructions, and apparently the trailer is Generation Toys' way of packaging the parts for the combiner with it. So the trailer breaks down into the 2 feet platforms for the legs. So it may break down into something else as well, but that's the major thing that I saw in the instructions, was that this trailer becomes the feet. So we're not going to open that up. All right, a quick couple things that I forgot to mention, or didn't know to mention, is first of all, his hands. He does have independent articulation of his index finger, which I did not realize. So there is the 3 fingers that go together, but his index finger can also be posed separately. So a little bit more dynamic hand poses are possible. The knees, I didn't mention, he does have these articulating knees, so you can get, greater than a 90-degree bend. So that's pretty cool. One thing about moving his knees, though, is that the shins tend to pop loose at the tab when you do flex the knee. And so you will probably want to try to put that back together. And like there it's back together. It just popped out again. But anyway, so as you can see, the shins might be a little problematic. But, you know, overall, not bad. A couple other things. The tabs are supposed to tab in to the lower back here, and then the hood tabs into the light bar there. And those tabs are a little bit fishy. You know, it's nice that they have them. They're supposed to go and tab in there, but I don't know how well. I don't think those are going to hold that well, but I don't think it's overall that important to the bot itself. It's time for our scale comparison test with our 2 standards, MP10 Convoy, aka Optimus Prime, and MP21 Bumblebee. All right, here we have Generation Toys Bulance, aka First Aid. I think he's looking great. He is bigger than Bumblebee, smaller than Optimus. What more can you really ask for? Proportions seem to be pretty good. The overall look, he feels like he can fit in with the Takara Tomy line, and I think he looks great. Well, that's it for this episode. We unintentionally had an emergency vehicle theme going on here, first with the unboxing of Alert, aka Red Alert, and then Generation Toys Bulance, aka First Aid, one of the combiners for the Autobot Defensor. As always, thanks for joining me. Go ahead and give me a like, a comment, and subscribe. Once again, this is Mike with MixelPix. Thanks for joining me, and until next time, happy collecting, everybody. Hey, thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe for more MixelPix videos, and leave me your comments below about what you liked and you didn't like about the video. Until next time, see ya.